All right. Hey, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. I hope you are doing amazing this morning. We're going to have some conversations about what are some good retention questions. Right? We help people get started in our business. We do some amazing work. We put in a lot of effort. We help them learn all about the way the process works, and then they have a tendency to leave us, right? To join another business, to leave our community. So I wanted to spend some time this morning having a conversation with what would be some of the top retention questions you could use to help build your business. So with that being said, let's dive in to, let me move this over here. Make sure I'm unmuted. Yep, I am. That's good. So the first thing we would want to ask somebody is, hey, what's the one outcome, right? We've got to set the vision. If we understand the psychology behind this, we want them to set a new reticular activation system. We want them to become aware of new things they've not been aware of before. We want them to look at things in a way they've never looked at them before. So the first question you could ask somebody, these aren't in a hierarchy. The first one's the most important one. They're just all valuable questions. What's one outcome you're committed to for the next 90 days, and why would it matter to you personally? Not just financially. I know everybody comes in and says, man, I need to find a way to create income. I need to get some money. I need to build my business. I need to get some money. Evidently, for the majority of people, money is not a motivator. Wait, what? Money doesn't seem to be the motivator. You can make $1 million a month in network marketing. I know many people who have done it. It's not something I've done. It's not something I've worked for. I've done extraordinarily well in network marketing. The point is that it is possible. Now, for most, it's not probable. So money is not the main motivator for anyone. We've been wired to make it. Why? Because other people, it's a motivator for other people. That doesn't really work either. So we wind up being birds of a feather who flock together, and we all want to talk about money. Anyway, so that's number one. What's the one outcome in the next 90 days? I've worked with billion-dollar companies, and when you see the amount of psychology they put in their marketing plan, one of them is that every month you go watch a video. And if you watch these videos on a monthly basis, you get rewarded 25, 50 hard dollars. That translates into hard money. And you get to go order stuff that has a dollar value of that amount by watching these videos. And the videos are training videos to help you indoctrinate. So they do it for 4 months. They will give you $100 to keep you in the program. And by doing that, what happens is you become indoctrinated and you break a pattern after 4 months. That's why a 90-day question like this is so powerful. If you can keep somebody focused for 90 days, challenges is most of us run out of conversation after 9 days. Right? So this anchors meaning. It reduces the quit when it's hard. Here's question two. What's the minimum viable day? What is your minimum viable day for your business? What are 2 or 3 actions you'll do even on your worst day? What are 2 or 3 actions you'll do even on your worst day? This is about building consistency. This lowers the all or nothing gap. I'm going to go talk to 15 people a day, every day. I can talk to 15 people a day. I'll be a millionaire. What's the minimum viable day? What is the least you will do on a day that you're non-negotiable? These are questions designed for retention, for holding people in your business, keeping them activated in your business. that make sense? Here's question number 3. Where do you feel stuck right now? Was it skills? Is it your confidence? Is it in your time management? Is it in a belief you have about the business or yourself? Or support? Where do you feel stuck right now? Building support, asking for support, giving support to your team? And what would help most this week? That's the big key. Where are you? I'll come back here. The key is that Beamish has to come in. It's chilly here. It's 32 degrees here on the ranch this morning. Where do you feel stuck right now? What skills do you feel stuck in? What confidence? Where's your confidence at right now? What do you feel about time? Whether you have too much time, not enough time, don't know what to do with your time. Where do you feel stuck? This is about naming the friction. If I know where the friction is, I've been somebody who's been in maintenance work for 4 decades and working on equipment. If there's a noise, if something makes a noise, a grinding noise, that's friction. And you either need to fix it, grease it, repair it, replace it. So you want to find out where the friction is. And when you find out where the friction is, this can invite coaching, invite mentoring into the conversation. This prevents the silent drop-off. Man, they were going like gangbusters, and now I don't hear from them. I don't know if that's ever happened to you. Happened to me. So that's the third question. Where do you feel stuck right now? Is it skills you need? Is it confidence? Is it time management? Is it event management, right? Because if you know me, we can't manage time. You can only manage your energy in time. So that's number 3. Number 4 is what's one win from the last 24 hours, right? This is your evidence file. What's one small win from your last 24 hours, even a small one? And what did you do to create that? Even if it's a you won't believe it moment. What's one small win you had in the last 24 hours? And this is you're asking people to help build retention in your organization. Because there's a principle inside the brain, your brain and my brain, that says when we get something done, it checks the box and it shoves away the result. If you made your kids breakfast this morning, if you let the dog out so they could go pee, and you took a dog for the walk and came back with them, you're not putting that in your evidence file, right? Why not? Well, it's just easy. It's something I've always done. If we're not looking for our small wins, if we're not teaching our friends to look for their small wins, if we're not suggesting that they find their small wins, they're going to keep building and doing new things, right? Talking about the new products, using the new products, getting benefits from the new products, whatever it is, and it's going to be wasted because they're not going to remember it. So that's number 4. What small win from the last 24 hours, even a small one, what win from the last 24 hours? And what did you do to create it? So maybe, right, to help your teams, if you have an international organization, in the beginning, I did not have one. And then I had one in 6 different time zones. I built organizations in 6 different time zones. So rather than them waiting for me to wake up or whatever, I would have them send me, what's your small win every day? If they were my personal enrollees, what's your small win? Are you moving towards your goal? Yes or no? Right? Each hour, I would have people send me those texts every hour, yes or no. And the reason is because 2 things will happen when you start to ask your team, what's your small win for the day? Every day, they'll start to realize, hey, I'm doing pretty good at this. and it's keeping them from the silent quit. Right? So here's number 5. What's the conversation you're avoiding? And what would make it easy to have today? What's the conversation you're avoiding? These are retention questions. And if you feel uncomfortable right now listening to these and saying, I don't know if I could ask my team that, I can promise you it's why your retention isn't as good as it could be. If you're not asking questions like this or similar to this or these exact questions, your business continues to walk away from you. So what conversation, what's the one big conversation you're avoiding, and what would make it easier to have it today? Does that make sense? Here's the 6th question. Here's the last one for today. There's 4 more, right? 4 more. Right? This is where you, from YouTube, go join my not my Facebook page, my my website, get on my email list, SeanGMurphy.com. Here's number 6. Here's number 6. Who are you serving specifically? And what problem do you help them solve in one sentence? Oh, snap. That one will be tough for most of us to answer. Who are you serving specifically? And what problem do you help them solve in one sentence? Most of you can't answer that. And if you do have an answer for it right now, it's probably the reason why people are struggling to join your business. It's not a big enough solution. It's not an emotional solution. I'll just give you that hint. This clarity increases action, and action increases retention. What's the one sentence you help solve for people? And then you've got to ask yourself, how much novelty is in that sentence? Because you can come up with a sentence doesn't mean you'll guarantee retention. It's got to have some motivation. It's got to have some inspiration. So I'll leave you with that. And just to give you an idea, I'll real quick, you're not going to be able to copy them down. Maybe you will, but maybe you won't. You want to get on the email list for these next 4 questions. What's the biggest reason you're still here, and what would have to happen for you to feel even more comfortable? This reveals the needs before their needs before they quit. If you had to choose one skill to improve this week, inviting, follow-up, presenting, leadership, or what is it? What will you practice daily? Number 9, what support do you want from your team this week? Accountability, scripts, role play, troubleshooting, encouragement, and from whom, right? Who do you want to have support from? And 10 is, if you were coaching a brand new person, what's the first habit you'd make non-negotiable? And will you model that today? Those are the other 4. If you want to get those again, you can come back and listen to the video, or you can go to SeanGMurphy.com and get on the email list, and you will get all 10 with some more explanation, additional explanation. And usually, if Ria's got it, if it's up already, the link to this video for you to go watch this again and get the Paul Harvey rest of the story. So there you go, YouTube. I hope you have some fun today. Enjoy yourself. I'm going to have some conversations with some of my folks who are on the Zoom. I got to figure out where that screen is. There it is. Let me move this over here. And YouTube, I'm your head brain training. Top 10 questions to help you with retention misfit. I'll see you where? I'll see you at the next event. See you.